So papa ya owo screens no so no edin a yɛde friend Ato Ahwoi. Now Ato Ahwoi you say or one of the leading founders of a year the National Democratic Congress. But then and me no kasi papa yi edin same bia ba betuja. All parties say at a point in time yankasa yinua bema Paul Adom-Otchere. He actually contacted him. Okay, ebra na Paul Adom-Otchere onya just say anya popular anya big no opana just say yeah atamos amamwe ni ade na satan atamos e pe no ko Ato Ahwoi say now for say no mumpe baby family share. So what I say now this particular revelation came during a morning show when they were discussing about other issues. Now man for say into this guy no Paul Adom-Otchere all a while no I just say the fool and not the nam what I say. But then Paul Adom-Otchere also had to a friend said come inside and explain. Now they were discussing about the NDC flag bearership race. And at this particular bombshell Exp0sed ebetoja. Yenhwe video we babaka ebetoaso.
Moro.
Yes, sir.
I like the way of late you've been presenting Paul Adom-Otchere come and cause confusion in the NDC.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the first thing I'm going to say. I like the way you've been doing that consistently of late. Paul Adom-Otchere is a person who has never found anything correct with the NDC. He is one of the people who always wants to. I know in the relationship between him and Akufo-Addo, and he, Paul, knows that I know the things I'm talking about are correct. This is the Paul Adom-Otchere when NDC was in power, who came to my office and wanted me to get a position for him. But let him do whatever the mischief that he's trying to do. He's on a mischief assignment, and it's not going to help him in any way, shape, or form. And I would like him to concentrate on his MPP things, whilst we also concentrate on our NDC things. The NDC is very clear. It says that it will select a running mate, what is not running mate, the other one,
Flag bearer.
A flag bearer, at least within 1 year of the election. So it means we can choose to select our flag bearer sometime in 2028 or 2027. So all these things that are going on, causing confusion between Exp0sed and Julius Debra and everybody. It's just the typical trademark of Paul Adom-Otchere. And I don't think we should give him the chance to I don't think you, Moro, should give him the chance to do what he's doing on the TV. It's not right. And I don't expect you to give a platform to this guy to do what he's doing. We have our party, and we are running our party, and we know when we are going to elect our flag bearer. He can go through all the rigmarole that he wants. But, Moro, you know very well that NDC, we have a way of doing our own thing. Do you remember that when Atamels was selected as running mate by the NDC, as flag bearer by NDC, nobody thought he was going to do it. But we got him in, and he got it. The same thing, when people were fighting about who should be the running mate with Mahama, all sorts of names were mentioned, but the NDC went and brought Nana Jane, and Nana Jane is now the vice president. So I think we should keep quiet and be careful the way we do our things with as far as the NDC is concerned. We have our system of doing things, and that system hasn't failed us, and it will not fail us. So tell Paul Adom-Otchere to keep whatever bad things he wants to do to NDC to himself, because he won't succeed. And some of us who are old members of the party will not allow him to succeed. We are going to make sure that NDC will go through their system and select whoever has to be the flag bearer or the running mate or whatever it is at the appropriate time. The time is not now. Mahama has done only 9 months of the 4 years. And I don't understand why we are going through this thing of trying to select a running mate now or a flag bearer now. It is not yet time. President Mahama has done only 4 months, 9 months, and we have 3.5 more years to go. So people should just keep quiet and let him do his governance. For Adom-Otchere, please keep quiet and shut your mouth and let Mahama serve his term. You never did what you are doing today when Akufo-Addo was in power. So please,
Uncle
let
Ato,
us have a peace. Yes.
Uncle Ato, first of all, we want to thank you very much for the advice. First of all, for calling, and first of all, for watching the show, and secondly, for calling and making your inputs as far as the conversation we're having is concerned. But what we here at Metro TV can assure you of is that when we invite people for programs, we don't invite them because we have some ulterior motive. I mean, first of all, Paul is a member of this company. He's a staff of this company. He has a program called Good Evening Ghana. And so as a staff of this company, he's entitled. In fact, he has a right to appear on any platform if the platform deems it fit to invite him, to come and express his opinion. Basically, his opinion is expressing. And there's always somebody from the other side who would counter or disagree with him if what he's saying is not factual. So it is not like we're doing a one-on-one with him, where he comes and says things and perhaps the host is not asking, proper, relevant, critical follow-up questions. That is not the case at all. And it is also not my call. I don't personally decide who comes on the show. There's a production team that works with the head of the programs department who decide who appears on the show or what show and at what time and on what day. So it's not personal. I mean, I don't make that call at all. But your concerns are well noted. I'm sure management is listening. I'm sure management believes that there's something that ought to change as far as the paneling is concerned. I'm sure that management will take the right decision. But your concerns are well noted. We thank you very much for your input.
Can I make an intervention?
You want to make an intervention?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Uncle Ato, and good morning. I'm very happy to hear Uncle Ato talking. Him and I support the same Manchester United club, and so I'm very happy to hear him. Good morning, Uncle Ato. Thank you very much for intervening.
Good morning.
No, I don't support Accra, of which he does. Uncle Ato says that he talks about my relationship with Akufo-Addo, which is, yes, it's true. I mean, I believe that Akufo-Addo is one of the most impactful politicians of the Fourth Republic. I noticed that when I covered him in the Second Parliament, and I noticed that the way his youth mobilization was when I was a university student. So, yes, definitely, I'm an apologist of the Akufo-Addo political philosophy. There's no doubt about that. The other thing is that I do not wish the NDC evil. That's also, perhaps it's a bit too harsh. I mean, I have friends in the NDC. I am generally a political animal, so I like to follow politics a lot. So it is true that when Uncle Ato was at Church Street in those days of Mills, I will go there often with Harry Zakor. I don't remember asking him to give me a position, but yes, I visited him all the time. I will harass him for this and for that, and that's also true. I used to go to Church Street. Sometimes David Lamte will send me there as well, so that's true. The other thing is, the thing we are discussing is not coming out of me. It's coming out of Musa Dankwa's polls. This is really the point that has to be made. It's not me saying that I'm coming here this morning to discuss something that is not born out of it. It's a newspaper review program. So the newspaper agenda is what we are following. Sometimes we can add other things, but those things must have been in the news. So we are talking about Sam George this morning because it is in the news. We are talking about the NDC's presidential primaries because Musa Dankwa has been polling about it, and it forms part of the news. Anytime Musa Dankwa picks up a poll, it is a big story on Joy FM and Joy Headline News and all of that. So that is why we are talking about the NDC situation. I was here last week. We probably didn't talk about the NDC situation. We talked about something else. I wanted to discuss, if it has been reported, the Richard Jakpa and the Godfrey Dami petitions to the CID, which I'm very interested in. So I have to plead with Uncle Ato that the things he had me said were based on a discussion of the Musa Dankwa post, to which I gave some flesh to. And I was also concerned that Ben Brito-Chimalon, especially one of the respected journalists, as I said, broadcasters, was concerned about the way Musa Dankwa was doing the post too early. And Musa Dankwa stood his ground and said that he's a poster. He posts up posts every 3 months, and so he will continue to do it, and that they do it everywhere in the world. This is what has got me talking about the NDC flag bearership.